We all saw the livestream of Wuthering Waves' second anniversary probably, and it ignited a debate again just like last year. While I was scrolling through YouTube, I noticed one thing in particular. People aren't happy. The rewards seem low. There's no 5-star selector for standard units or 1.x characters. The cube combat event is replaced with another minigame. It all seems like Kuro did not listen. Again, I wanted to wait till I make a decision whether I like the patch or not, cause at first I was looking for my free unit as well and my expectations did not line up with reality. I was pissed. After a couple of days I have a different view on it, so let's start with the banners. Enjoy the video. In phase 1, we got of course the hyped character Hiyuki, who we saw in the main story of the Lucilla quest. The shown gameplay was already shared by Kuro, and her animations in combat are insanely good designed. She will be a Glacio main DPS who inflicts Glacio chafe. It's been a long time since we saw a Glacio resonator, and if you need to fill your DPS inventory, go for it. Next one, Mornie. Oh boy, the shorekeeper of 3.0 for Tune Rupture and Tune Strain teams. Supports are the keystone of many teams in Wuthering Waves, so her value just increases with every character added to the roster who interacts with the tune mechanics. To make her even more versatile, you can pull her as one, so she becomes a universal support just like Shorekeeper. With Mornie as one, she can apply her interfere marker on her own, which increases the damage of the resonators in your team up to 40% depending on Mornie's energy region. Consider you can also pair her with Karthethia now, if you don't want to build Arrow Rover or look out for Chisa. Mornie's set Halo of Starry Radiance will not benefit Karthethia cause she scales with HP and not attack. Mornie is just a neat option. I don't recommend it in general. And for the last resonator in phase 1, you know, our feet queen, our toe goddess, whatever you want to call her. Very strong sub DPS with many options for team building. Lineups can be Augusta, Yuno plus a sub, a Jian, a Yuno and a Shikona, or a sub Chuyan, Yuno plus a sub or Shikona. You can also build her as a main DPS and she will perform quite decent. For the maniacs, equip Rejuvenating Glow, but think about that in the end state matrix she has only a one-time use, so I don't suggest that investment still. Now we come to the second phase. In the second phase we have Denya, Chisa and Frolova. First of all, Denya. Denya will be a sub DPS most likely who hopefully can switch between Tune Break mechanics and Fusion Burst. She provides crowd control, has probably high damage output, except they nerf every artist girl to make her useless. We look at Euros here. And provides great buffs for your main DPS. If I compare her to Yuki, Denya is the character I am looking for. Besides her design, dual form like Yuki, crowd control, she provides benefits your team a lot. We have enemies who jump around, and especially in Viva, it can ruin your run. Maybe Luke is finally viable in Whimpering Wastes. Yes, we got our 1 second on-field Sanwa, our favorite animated echo skill, but how many times I missed all the enemies with Dr. Bibbers. Sanwa outro buff is too short and every mistake fucks up your doctor's rotation. That I got Ameth and Luke on my account, I'm going to pull Denya over Yuki. Because I got enough DPS to work with, I am missing sub DPS and supports. We all know who is coming next. Chisa. Oh lord, are the opinions divided. Saint Tontas describes her as useless in the present but valuable in the future. When she first came out, I wailed for her as 4 and still wanna as 6 her someday. With more negative statuses in the game from Yuki, Ameth, Karthethia, she finally will find her way into the game. When you pull Yuki, get Chisa in the second half, but consider you have to pull her signature as well. Build one strong team before you got parts of many teams and in the end you ruin your account. The downside of Chisa till this day is that she only got one use in the Matrix for whatever reason. Hopefully Kuro Games changed that with the release of Yuki. So my take on the matter is pull Chisa only if you really need her and if you're going for Yuki anyway. Amath has options and damage and Kartathea doesn't need her. Think about it and don't rush the decision. For clarifications, this is not an attack against Saint Tontus. I just quote his opinion. So last but not least, Frolova, my favorite Fraxidus villain so far. Amazing character, I love her indifferent personality. But hot take, I did not enjoy her story. I wanted to get her, but I still don't have her. I'm going to skip her again probably. She is a Havoc DPS, insanely good in endgame content, especially Whimpering Wastes. She scales with echo damage and that is the issue. If you got Sigrika, Sigrika needs our Blind Monk to function properly. Frolova wants Cantarella in her team, so if you don't have her or our useless troop of full star Rosia, which gets interrupted by any kind of wind, do not pull her. She seems and she is very good, but she needs certain characters to work with and there are limited options like Shuyan, Rosia and Cantarella. The only exception is when Denya deals echo skill damage. If she does, Frolova, Denya and the support or Cantarella will become an S tier team. The grouping will be insane. The damage output will outscore almost everyone. That's at least my take. But I highly doubt Denya will be echo skill damage based. Consider as well, Frolova needs her signature. In phase 2, I would go after Denya or Chisa. Frolova is optional. Look at your DPS you got, look at your sub DPS you got, and then decide. Among these three, I would not pull Frolova. If Kuro Games decides to release many negative statuses character at once, Chisa will be beneficial for your account, very beneficial. But the last, let me say, 6 months, she was a very useless character. Wait till the banners are almost over in the second phase, so you know what is coming up, and then pull Chisa or not. To come back to the point now, I do believe these banners are enough and very well placed. The only thing I critique is the absence of Showkeeper. If she would be in phase 1 or 2, I would be very pleased. Yeah, the freedom of choice is nice with many banners at once, but let's be honest, do you really need one of those characters? I want to have Changli, but do I need her? No. It would have been nice, but I prioritize Mornier and Denya. The older units don't benefit my account, and if you are a low spender or free to play, you just waste a lot of pulls. And most of us will pull Yuki and Denya anyway. I suppose people complain to complain. Emotions and frustrations overload, and instead of waiting for 1 or 2 days, they are crushing out saying this anniversary is shit and mid. Yes, we did not get a free 5-star character selector or standard selector. It would have been nice, but is it necessary? In my opinion, no. If Kuro decides to buff 1.x characters, which I do believe they will after they release few more characters, then they can rerun those characters from 1.0, make actually sales with it, and the player will be happy in the long run. And if they decide to abandon those characters, it is a pity, but it doesn't break your neck. I don't need any 1.0 characters except Shorekeeper on my account. Their damage is low, they are outdated, and the fusion mono team needs a lot of resources. And I can pull for Lupa and switch for Galbrena instead of Changli, and I am gonna clear better and faster. The anniversary patch will be released with a new map which looks amazing with a lot of new content like main stories and other events. You will have an immense pull count and may be able to pull a 5-star in each half. Hopefully all of you win your 50-50. And I guarantee you many people will be satisfied with the patch. If the region is good, the events are fun to play, and especially if the story is amazing and rememberable, I prefer it any day over a free 1.x character to satisfy my short time greed and dopamine. I would have chosen Chun-Li, I would have built her, and after 2 weeks I would have left her in the depository. So please wait till the patch is released, stop bitching around, look what the patch actually brings to the table. The main complaint I heard from a lot of content creators is the missing 5-star selector and not the events themselves. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I wish you all good luck for your polls and we see us in the next one.